Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of ZILT. As you can see now in the overview, I added some buildings to the center of the town. It was quite repetitive work, so I thought I'll just edit it off camera. But this week we're gonna build something special. That's why I removed this slightly too large building. This week we're gonna build a archaeological site. I have tried to pronounce that word way too many times. I started it voiceover already, restarted it 4 or 5 times, so I'm not gonna butcher that word too much. This is one of those places where they were building a new building and they found out some really cool old stuff. Ancient stuff. In this case, I thought it would be a Roman boat because I inspired this off a parking garage in the town of Woerden, where when they added a parking garage, they found multiple Roman longships used to transport goods over the Limes, which is the Roman name of the river going through Woerden. Woerden was a Roman settlement as well. Let me show you some pictures, because the way they incorporated their finds after they excavated and researched the site is pretty amazing. So they found the ship before they started building the parking garage. After they found it, they incorporated it within the parking garage and they made a museum out of it. And what I wasn't aware, there's actually a TripAdvisor page with the Drive-In Museum Castellum, which is quite funny because it's just a parking garage really, but it's very well done. Anyways, so what I used in-game was this this tool I found in the large parking lot mod, which you can remove the floor basically from the game. Then I made this pit where they work in with the corrugated steel walls, which you see a lot on construction yards. This is basically the same as you saw in the earlier images. And then I just started adding this ship. And when I was working on it, I thought, oh, it's quite cool actually. I can basically put the ship even below that level. So it adds quite some cool details, which you see me do right now. And then I added this sand within the wood. Yeah, and added some pottery or something, which I thought makes sense would be near it. Well, makes sense. It looks like, now think about it, it looks actually quite staged, but who cares? It's an archaeological. I tried it again. This word is impossible. It's a site. So this is the main details I added, and then I just started thinking how can I make it look more rugged? That's why I'm moving these corrugated steel things, because I think they just rammed them into the ground. And then looking at pictures of these kinds of sites throughout the country, I just started adding details like this small excavator, these rails, or these barriers. And something I also noticed with some of the excavation sites in the Netherlands was that they had these red and white signs in front of it, basically some of those watch out signs, which you see on the road as well. I don't know what the name for it is actually. Added some decals to make it, to texture it up a little bit to make it more like it's an actual construction site. Make it more look rugged. These are the signs I was talking about. I don't know the actual English word for it, but you see them a lot here in the country. And basically I'm just starting to search for more and more details for how would one of these sites look. I thought I had some of these plastic walls in front of these houses because they need to be maintained in the clear and make sure they're not getting damaged. And then it took me ages to find the right fences around this, but you'll see that later. Sometimes you see these tubings used as dam walls. I added them and I thought, but that will obscure a little bit too much from the excavation side, so I kept one in there. Yeah, and of course adding some ladders. I don't think these will be the ladders they actually would be using, but Then these container-like offices, because I guess the people working there needs to have like some place to have lunch and do some of their work inside, admin work, I guess. I don't know how long this kinds of excavations take. So if anyone in the comments knows or worked these kinds of projects, let me know. I reckon it happens quite a lot. This tent, I guess, to keep some of the artifacts that are found, to maintain them and to keep them dry. And I guess they'll be boxed in, and of course wheelbarrows, because you cannot have enough wheelbarrows on a construction yard. And well, the whole project actually already starts to take shape, right? Then I added these sims, these guys who are working on the excavation site. It's just construction workers. And now I think about it, I should add some like rulers or like metering equipment, because I reckon these people who are working here, they meter the grounds, right? Because they do a lot of measurements to figure out what kind of boat it is or ship. Here I'm adding some lights, because I'm not sure if this stuff works. It's worked 24/7, but I reckon when you find something like this, they have to get like do the archaeological work. Oh, not butchered it this time. Really quickly. Oh yeah, here I'm adding these fences, but these are not the ones we will end up with, because these are a little bit too small for the things you see in Holland. And then just some more deco work. Take a little sip of my wine. Yeah, and this place is on the main road between the train station and the city, so a lot of people will walk by it. It's actually quite cool that they can see what's happening. These are the fences I was looking for, because you see these a lot in the Netherlands, on all kinds of locations, construction sites, festivals, you name it. These are the main fences we use here for pretty much everything, which is temporary. And here I'm just adding more and more of these fences. Funny, this is probably my first one-take voiceover. It's going better than I expected. I remember I got advised by some other creators to do this in one take. I can't. Here I'm adding a gate, so that's why there's not one of those blocks in there. I should add some cameras actually next time I'm in game again. And here's just some vegetation, which really makes a difference in how your build looks. And I like the height difference between the excavation site and the road. It really adds. I might even later on close the site and add a parking garage in here, because that would be actually quite nice for storytelling, right? Well, here I'm adding some boxes and some plates and some cars. And actually this is a quite small build, so we're already nearing the end of the episode, which is fine, because I thought we actually made something new which I haven't seen yet in City Skylines, and I'm quite proud of it. I could have gone for like Roman buildings, but I think this boat really adds. So yeah, here we are at the end of the episode. Guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys staying till the end. I wish you, if you haven't done yet, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. And I'm still doing the City Skylines once content as one of the last out there, and still really enjoying it. So everyone, thank you all for watching. Subscribe for more, and I hope to see you in the next one. This was Jazz. Bye.